Okay, we talked about the body element. What about the head element of our HTML document? We learned that all the content that we can see on the page should go inside the body, but is there information in our HTML document that our web page visitors never need to see? Information that they never need to know about? Yes, and we're going to put all of that information in the head element. The head will contain machine-readable information or data about our document that the web browser uses to properly display the web page. We're going to call this metadata, and the simplest definition for that is, well, it's data about our data. So everything in the body element is the data of our web page, and everything in the head is the data about that data. This includes things like the title of the web page, which appears in the Browser tab, the very top bar in your browser, and the character set used by the web page, which can affect how different alphabets like the Spanish alphabet or Russian alphabet are displayed by the browser. It can also include the styles of the web page, which will be CSS rules that change the way our HTML elements appear on the page. And it can also include the scripts of the web page, which will be JavaScript files that add extra effects to our web page. Let's take a look at Zombo.com again with our DevTools and see what they put in the head of their HTML document. After switching over to Zombo.com, go ahead and open up your DevTools and find the head element. Click on that and open it. Notice that we have several different kinds of elements: meta elements, title elements, and link elements. Each one of these has a different purpose, and we'll discuss it shortly. Alright, so we saw how Zombo.com was using their head to contain metadata about the web page. What elements are we allowed to use in the head? Well, some of the most common ones are title, meta, and link, like we just saw on Zombo.com, and additionally, style and script. There's a lot fewer elements that go in the head than the ones that go in the body, but we can try out these most common ones in Replit together. Go ahead and flip back over to your test page where we were testing out different elements in the body. Now let's move up to the head and try testing out some elements there. First, let's add a title. The title will not appear on the page. It ends up in the Browser tab. So whatever we type in here, such as sad cat, will appear in the Browser tab once we hit run. Press the run button. Now to be able to see this Browser tab, go ahead and open up this REPL in a new tab. And now, at the very top of our page, we can see that it does say sad cat. This is where the title shows in your browser. Next, we can try out a meta tag. Meta tags are self-closing. They can have various different attributes inside of them. You can read all about them on MDN. We will talk about them more later on in the course. But the most common meta element that you'll see has a char set attribute with a value of UTF-8. This tells our browser what character set our document is using. The link element we will not demonstrate in this lesson, but it will be used frequently to link CSS style sheets to our document. So we can write our CSS in different files and then link them to our HTML documents with a link element. Additionally, the style element allows us to write our CSS rules directly inside of our HTML document. For example, if I went ahead and made a rule P and then some curly braces, and then inside of there I put color blue, you may be able to guess what this does. It's going to make any paragraph on our page blue, and we can see that down in the preview window. Finally, a script tag. A script tag can also go in the head, or it can go in the body, and the script tag is going to allow us to write JavaScript directly inside the head of our HTML document. I won't demo that here because we haven't learned any JavaScript yet. At this point, it would only confuse you. That's it for the head of our document. In the next lesson, we'll put together everything we learned into our first full web page with both a head and a body.